So we just pulled off the side of the road because Jeff had to use the restroom, and of course we carry our restroom with us. And we were sitting here and we were talking about what we were gonna do, where we were gonna go and stuff. And there was a van already parked on the side of the road where we pulled over. It's a big area. And the lady in the van comes over to our window and asks if we had any gas. And of course we do have gas because we have the toy hauler and we have gas for the generator, and we put extra fuel in it just in case. So Jeff's like, yeah, we've got gas. And so now he is pumping gas into her van because she ran out. It is pouring rain, so I'm gonna try to take you out there so you can see what's going on. This is the big empty lot where she was at. Is it not coming out?
No, because we're at an angle.
Oh.
Fuel is to the one side.
Oh.
I know.
Wouldn't it be easier just to pull around and be flat?
Oh, maybe I could do that, yeah. There we go. I'll just pull around a circle.
So the trailer was sitting at an angle and the gas wasn't coming out. So now we have to move the trailer so we can get it flat so we can pump some gas for her. It is raining really hard. So I'm not gonna go back out there. We'll talk to Jeff when he gets back in. Oh, here he comes right now. So
we got some gas.
We got some gas in her.
She has a card. She just broke up with her boyfriend, and she's trying to get back to Flagstaff.
Oh no!
She's like, there's fuel right up the road. She said. So I got her a couple gallons of gas. And the only problem we have here is
how we're gonna get back out.
Yeah, we're gonna have to be very careful here, and we are in mud.
Yes.
It's muddy.
Yes.
So we need to probably get moving before it gets muddier. I got a couple things I gotta move in
there
the back.
She goes.
But she was very happy.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Colorado. We are staying at the Ute Mountain RV Park just outside of Cortez, Colorado. And yesterday we tried to go to the Four Corners, where you stand, the Four Corners Monument, but it was closed. And the wind was blowing so bad yesterday that we were surrounded by just a dust bowl. So we just stayed inside and didn't do anything. But today we are venturing out. It's a little windy still, but we have come to Mesa Verde National Park.
Yeah, yesterday was miserable, cold, windy,
yes.
Dusty.
Yeah.
And the Four Corners was closed.
And it was closed, yeah. I don't know why, but it was.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, I'm sure it's COVID related. It looks like it's been shut down for quite a while. The grass growing up out of the road and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So.
But anyway, so let's go check out Mesa Verde.
Let's do it. All right, well, that was our first stop, the Step House at Mesa Verde National Park, and it's amazing. What I really enjoy is how close they're letting you get to it and actually touch, and it looks like everybody's been respectful.
Oh yeah.
But the history there, and they got a couple park rangers working there. Any
lizards.
questions? What's that?
The lizards are scaring me.
Oh.
But yeah, okay, sorry. Park rangers.
Park rangers working down there, answering everybody's questions, pointing different things out, showing how they made stuff. Really cool.
Yeah. So the Pueblo, not sure how to pronounce it. People lived here for over 700 years, and they grew squash, corn, and beans to survive. Plus they hunted, what did they hunt?
Deer, rabbit, and squirrel.
Squirrel, yes. And
there's probably a little bit, I mean, there's probably more, whatever they could live off of, I'm sure.
so at this Step House one, 30 to 40 people lived here at this cliff dwelling.
But super cool. So the park ranger showed us the original huts they built about 1400 years ago.
The pit houses.
The pit houses is what they called them.
Yeah.
So anyway.
And then they used like big boulders to make stairs to go down into, from the top of the mesa down into their houses. It was pretty cool.
Very cool.
So do you remember what year they first found this? Who found it?
1926.
No.
The farmer.
So in the 1880s, a local rancher found the first cliff dwellings.
The first ones, yes. The ones we were just at were found in 1926.
Yes, the pit houses, yeah.
All right, something really cool to see here is they got wild horses.
Yeah, that was amazing. They're right there. It's got baby too.
We are warned to leave them alone.
Yeah, don't mess with the horses. But so we were seeing horse poop all over the place, and we're like, what the hey, you know, we can't ride horses here. And then the ranger, he was talking about this trail that we're on. We're going to Badger House now, and he's like, I just saw the wild horses, so you'll probably see them on the trail. And I'm like,
yeah,
so cool.
All right, this is a archaeological preservation site. Hopefully I said that correct. They made these covered areas over these sites to preserve them, and this one here was a, what the heck they call it?
Basket making pit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is where they made their baskets.
Pretty cool. So it's not all here because it was a covered, originally covered structure, but
yeah, it had a roof on it, just like the other pit at the Step House. So there are two mesas here in the park. We are in the Weather Eel Mesa area, and then there's a Chaplain Mesa area. And from the visitor center to where we are at right now is a 45-minute drive.
yeah.
From here to the other mesa is another 45-minute drive. And then from that mesa to the visitor center to out of the park is another 45-minute drive. So
be prepared for a lot of driving actually when you get into the park.
And it's a tight road. It's not like it's a 25-mile-an-hour road.
Yeah, a lot of it's 25 miles an hour.
So it's tight corners and stuff, but it's beautiful views. What were we at? 8,500 feet?
Yep, 8,500.
At one point we were at 8,500 feet. So you go up, it's a beautiful view of the valley. So
I guess just be prepared to do a lot of driving. Make sure you have fuel, and it's probably going to be a long day, so pack some food. Just be prepared.
Yes.
It's once you get to the park, there's a lot of traveling inside the park.
Yes. Well, there's that lodge that has a restaurant, so you can eat there. And
but that's 45 minutes away.
Right, that's true. And at the campground, there's one campground here. They have a gas station. So
yeah, I guess they sell gas and diesel. So
yeah, it's probably very expensive, but just in case you need it. It's there. There's a room on the outside, it's not here, but that's where they kept their, like, when they caught the wild turkeys or whatnot. And they would keep them in that room back there.
Oh.
Those must be it right there. Those holes. So this would be like a enclosed area where they would keep their turkeys.
Okay.
Like
A turkey house.
the turkey house, yeah.
Personally, I'm gonna say this is a underrated national park. Literally, there is hardly anybody here compared to some of the other places we've recently been.
Yeah.
I think this is a great place to come, just for the value of the history, and not to mention the beauty and the views. For bikers, paved paths. I mean, we've been on this one for a couple miles, or close to 3 miles on this paved bike path now.
So this is a
Walking bike.
6-mile loop.
Yeah.
So you can ride your bike on this. So right behind us is called Longhouse, and it's 298 feet long. It had 150 rooms and 21 of those fire pits. It housed 150 to 175 Pueblo people. I don't know how to say that. They also give tours here. You can take a tour with a ranger. We're here in May and they don't start that until June 16th, and so we couldn't do that, but it is available. If you go to the recreation.gov again, and you can book your tour with them.
All right, we made it to the Spruce Treehouse Cliff Dwellings. Temporarily closed due to wildlife activity. We don't know what's going on, but normally you could go down there and see them much closer. Not today.
And it's the most preserved cliff dwelling here, and we can see why.
Yeah, it looks like it's pretty intact. All right, we just found out there's a mama bear and a cub down there, so we don't want to go down there and interrupt them.
No.
So how was your day, baby?
My day was excellent.
That's what I want to hear.
I would put Mesa Verde on your bucket list because it was fascinating.
Very fascinating.
Yes.
I couldn't get enough of it, honestly. Yeah. I really wish we had 2 days here. Like I said, the weather kind of got us, and we ended up hibernating yesterday and the day before, but it's okay.
Well, we weren't going out in thunderstorms, so
No.
Yesterday was extremely windy. It was like 50-mile-an-hour gusts sometimes, so I mean, it's windy today, but it's still nice. But anyway, enough of the weather. I would definitely come here. I would definitely get your tickets online before you come, though, because I think they sell out. I'm not sure. They weren't available right now, so I can't tell you anything about the tickets.
What do they need tickets for?
They need tickets for the dwellings, the cliff dwellings, Cliff Palace and Longhouse, and what was the other one?
I don't know.
Balcony House. There's 3 of them.
Even if you don't get those, there's still plenty to see.
Oh,
you can
yeah.
still get really close up to some of the dwellings and really just see how they were built and the structures and different pamphlets and different reader boards and things. Just really interesting.
Yeah. So I forgot to tell you that when we were at Step House, they gave us a pamphlet, and they had numbers on each little thing, like the pit house, and it would tell you about what you're looking at. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely.
So just put it on your list. Come here.
I think that's going to wrap up our video, though.
It is. It's wrapping up our week. We're moving on.
Where are we moving to?
We are moving to New Mexico, Albuquerque, New Mexico.
All right.
I'm having problems talking today for some reason.
In the meantime, I and Nima would appreciate it if you'd smash the like button.
Definitely. And subscribe. Give us a comment. Share this video if you want. And I guess we'll see you next week.
Okay.
Bye.